Hello guys, this is Sado and Filko here, and we're already in fight. A few seconds late, sorry.
Ah yeah. Hi guys. No clue what's going on here.
Exactly. Still can't really tell who's gonna win. Probably, hmm, yeah, probably Asta, but not sure.
Astar is winning it. Seems like. I mean, Tommy sent Astar.
Yeah, but it's so close. Yeah, that's probably win, but I think it would be safer to just not enter the fight. Ah, okay, there's no difference. But it was pretty close. Okay, so it seems like the Polish team will pick the locations. Okay.
So, okay. Eruption.
Yeah.
Eruption for the. I don't know already how many times was Eruption played during this tournament, but I assume it was quite. I
Pop
forgot the word.
popular.
Yeah, let's say it's kind of popular map during this tournament. I assume.
Um, Actually, in this tournament, it's like each round has a different map.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was maybe pretty strange decision from Mandos, but there were some nice things about it. Mainly, I think nobody would choose by themselves a map like a Midwinter's Day, which was
Mm-hmm.
played in
Yeah.
round one. But it was pretty nice to see games there because there were many mistakes made and people didn't really know how to play because this is one of the maps that we don't play usually.
Mm-hmm. And what about the semifinals and finals? Do we know already the maps?
Yep,
Or
let me just show it to everyone by the way. Uh, 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 Yeah, so we've had Midwinter's Day, Rebound, and Eruption. And for the
Mhm.
semifinals, we're going to have Neguno, the 6-player version,
Okay.
and New Horizon for the final game.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, it's an 8-player map, but I think it works pretty well for 3 versus 3, especially because there's not enough space for 8 players on that map. and I think it will work way better for. But it's 2 versus 2. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, then it's even better because, well, when you see the map in the editor, you can notice that there are like 2 or maybe 3 very small entrances. I think most of them are like bridges, and these are usually the chokeholds where there's a bottleneck and people stand with their armies on each side of the entrance, which results in a campy gameplay, and whoever attacks first will be punished and probably lose. So it's probably not good enough for having 8 players, but I think it's a pretty interesting choice for a 2 versus 2 tournament, and it's gonna be interesting to see what people will do on that map. But for today, we've got Eruption, one of most popular 6-player maps.
And the most, I would say, retarded one.
Yeah, that's some opinion I can agree with. I mean, I I didn't like playing it for a long time. Uh, I don't mind it now. One interesting thing is that I always thought this map is pretty spammy, but the games so far in this round, I don't really think we could see many bases which were like really good. Maybe 1 or 2 bases were pretty good. I think Hades base on this location was pretty nice, and I think 2 games here were nice as well. Mexican T and some other guy, but I don't remember right now who.
Yeah.
But
Someone. Yes.
definitely not the Russians, which leaves us with. Hold on. Seems like I forgot to turn off the browser. Now you can see. So I mean this location where Harry played a pretty nice game, and there where Mexi played. The other game on that log was probably Bullet. Yeah, was pretty nice as well.
Well, personally, I don't think like this map is unplayable, but still, I think the most interesting part is only fighting, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
As you said already, the locations are quite spacious, which personally I don't like in
So
at
prefer
all.
so prefer smaller locations with more compact
Mm,
bases.
well, yeah, and also like uh, I don't know how to say it in English properly.
Maybe you mean that
Uh,
the resources are quite far away, because that's one of
Wait,
important
I
things.
will find the word. I will find the word. Wait
Okay.
a minute. This will be quite accurate one. It's in even okay, confusing.
Okay.
But Polish translation is, I mean, like confusing is not 100% accurate as the Polish word what I thought about. But okay, never mind. I've already seen Astar Sheran, who's already known as Antares.
Yeah.
And I saw his base a few days ago at this location. And I must admit, he's looking very strong on this position. I have no clue about Bold and Dell and Tomix too, but I hope there will be something to watch here.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't have any clue about any of the contestants here. How I mean how like how they trained and what kind of army they can get.
Hmm.
I know at least Polish guys have been training hard. I assume Baldi and Holodziec did the same in their spare time. Uh, so yeah, I
I
guess
already
we'll see
like
what happens.
the fa- the woodcutter from Baldi.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of nice on this location.
I was about to say the same. I mean, I think on this location there might be some problems with planting at right moment, so it's probably gonna pay off that he went for
Hmm.
such a great distance to make his first woodcutter here. But there's another option because it's pretty cheap for your city. It doesn't cost you anything to make a woodcutter on the left of the school here,
Exactly.
so he might have done that as well. I think you can just make two or three drafts for the buildings on the bottom, and that's going to make it all right. You can
Well, but
plant
I
on
have
the
never
left.
seen before such a stonemason's placement.
Yeah,
Like
that's actually pretty
I
nice.
like it's not that bad idea, but I don't think it will. I think there will be some problems with the queues to warehouse soon. As soon
Mhm.
as he finishes stonemasons, maybe not, maybe yes. I can't say
Mhm.
for 100%, but there's only one road connecting the stonemasons and warehouse.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, it
So
depends if he really wants to stack up stone in storehouse for a very long time. Uh, I'm guessing, it's standard thing to stop storing it probably around the time you make an in. But
well,
he
yeah.
can still make a shortcut soon. We'll see, I guess.
Well, he hasn't closed his stone delivery to warehouse, so
Yeah, I don't
yet.
expect him to do that for now. Definitely, before you have in, it's worth it to make it open,
Hmm.
to leave it open, and later you just make the fifth stonemason and you can close it. Or if you don't have time for it before the in, it's definitely good to close it because
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Uh, Sorry, Sada, but I have to point something right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Dell's stonemasons. I've never seen something like this before.
Yeah, interesting.
Like I.
And one more two probably. One more here as well, I think.
Mhm.
And only three.
Well, I wonder for how long he will produce stone.
I think it's fine, but he probably just wants to take this and make a fast gold production because this lock is pretty bad regarding gold.
Mhm.
So maybe that's the idea. But what you mentioned is also pretty important. I mean, this is quite an extreme distance, and I think this is actually a mistake, I'd say. Mm.
Mm. I don't. Really. I think like 20 minutes and he will be out of stone already.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah, I mean, I'd say it can go up to here, maybe here, which is not a lot. But I'm assuming if he does this shit, then it's tested. So
Mhm.
maybe it's not that bad. I think the distance is uh, 10. Okay, it might be something like this if I counted correctly, but it's not that easy right now. So
Well, at least he could connect the roads here, so it would save some time for serfs to
yeah,
deliver some
seems like
wood.
he's doing that.
He's hearing me,
No, no way.
listening
We've got a
somehow.
delay. Don't worry. Oh, I guess he's gonna go for this on the top. Maybe a few woodcutters here, cause there's plenty of space that he's not gonna use anyway. Wonder if he's gonna cut on the bottom after a while, but it probably doesn't pay off to do that. He also seems to be doing farms in two spots at the same time.
Hmm. Well, I at the moment I think everyone is doing quite nice, but you know we have 12 minutes only of gameplay, so nothing to say.
This is pretty
Thing.
interesting. Gold mine on the left side. It's pretty risky, I'd say, but maybe he plans to take two mod from here later on. In which case, I think it might be okay. I mean, he definitely wanted to take the woodcutter on the left
Hmm.
here, and I don't know
Well,
if
I
that's a good
no,
idea.
I've seen this pre-build, and I must say this gold mine is working well, really.
Hmm.
He's going for the only for one gold mine on the other mountain,
Hmm.
and that's all. And it's working pretty well.
Okay, that's kind of surprising,
So,
but it's very
hmm
risky to build like this in a tournament, in my opinion. So I'm still worried about him.
and look where is he placing gold smelter.
Yeah.
The distance is quite quite big
Hmm.
between the gold mine and.
Yeah, and you also have a storehouse on the way, and that's cool.
Hmm
Which
hmm
doesn't mean anything good to your gold production. Uh, I will go out and say that he's gonna screw up his gold because of this, unless he doesn't plan to have too many citizens in the base, which might actually, in which case it might actually be enough.
Well, the other scenario is for this. I think is mm, he don't need to screw up his gold because of his risky gold mine on the left side. If he goes pretty fast for the second gold mine, he shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah, that's
But
also an option.
well, it's pretty easy to say something without any confirmation.
Hmm.
So let's just wait and we will see
Yeah,
how it will
exactly.
goes.
And
But
I can
from
also
sorry,
see,
Sado, but I
yeah.
need to say one more thing.
Hmm.
From what I've known, um, he was able to make something around 230 weapons at the peacetime.
Hmm.
So I think on this location, it's pretty a lot, really. And with the risky gold mine on the left side, he was able also to have something around 70 something
Recruits.
recruits, I
Hmm.
believe. Hmm
How many serfs?
I, I I have no idea. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was working well. He had nice PT army, so only this counts.
Uh, his stone production is suffering a bit because, well, on this log, as you can see, you have to go like everywhere,
Mm, yeah,
and I'm
five
not sure.
masons.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can afford the fifth one at this moment. Uh,
If I were
but
him, I
it's
would just
probably fine.
add one more mason above the mason. Yeah.
Yeah, these buildings are still waiting.
hmm
Yeah, but it's pretty
Well,
annoying. Like, yeah.
that's the location. It's just
Mhm.
the location.
Mhm.
So like he cannot do anything with this.
Yeah, probably.
So it's just the will of serfs if they will deliver anything or
Mhm.
not.
Ah, but still, I think he's fine. He's already got metallurgists and at least one coal mine. Uh, Not quite sure about the wood, but I think it still will be okay. By the time he cuts the last few trees here, he should be able to cut from both of these sources. But he still will need one extra woodcutter, I believe. Probably here,
Yeah,
though I'm not sure.
as you can see right now, he's suffering just a little bit just
Mhm.
because he hasn't made his fifth mason.
Mhm.
And look at the builders here. They are just waiting for already a minute or two or something, and that's just because of four masons.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, look at this. There's a few pieces of stone, so I think it might actually be just enough for now. But definitely after making in, I'd rather make a fifth one.
Hmm.
But okay, let's move on to some other base.
Atomic's base is going to be a monster.
Yeah, it looks already pretty nice, and
Yeah,
I don't know if I
it
would
looks very
place
big actually,
if.
and wide and spread it.
Mm-hmm. I'd probably prefer to place the swine farms on the right side, but no, it's fine.
But still, I don't really know why he made his inn like in this place. He could have done it
Mm.
something beneath than the schools or something. I think it would
Yeah,
be even better and faster.
yeah, but maybe it's not that much of a difference. I mean, you usually shouldn't probably make in on the same side as your school, but you've got
Mm-hmm.
two roads here, especially the one on the left should be fine for this because that's the default one they will take
Mm-hmm.
going to in,
Probably yes.
and already a shortcut here. So I think it's good enough. We'll see what happens in a few seconds, but yeah. Let's take a quick look at all the locations, like how they compare to each other. Okay, I can see only one farm on this log, and same
Second is
here.
down. No, Del has two
Ah,
farms.
right. Okay, so okay, same here actually, but it's
I
a bit later.
the placement of placing farms from Dell is kinda
Unusual.
unusual. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's got to make like five for now only, and maybe some farms when he comes like here.
Hmm.
But he also may make some here as well and try to make iron production on the top. But we'll see, I guess. Anyway, Baldy has two farms. Polish guy, similar case, but I think it's a bit better, especially here because you can see his plan, his see that the entire field for two farms already here. Plus, he's got an extra one there.
And also, his seeds are quite grown up already, so
Yeah.
he's going to cut corn pretty soon, I think. So he starts pretty fast his leather production, I
Hmm.
suppose.
Yeah. So far, it looks like the best start for the farms
Hmm.
from all the
Yeah.
players. Okay.
Also, he has already made um, how is he called? Damn.
Iron Smithy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really helps to play with English language because
Hmm.
nobody notices my tongue slips regarding the building names. I can just click and that's a fun. Okay.
Well,
But
I don't even know the words in Polish, so how am I
I
supposed to
see.
know in English?
Exactly. I took a look at all the locations. It seems like everyone has got an iron mine except Baldy,
Hmm.
which might be expected because I think his distance is like the most hardcore one from all the locations. Maybe not all the locations, but yeah. But I also have a feeling that Bolt might rush the two other ones pretty quickly because that's what happened on all the other in all the other games we've seen so far. This location
Sorry, but I
taking.
don't understand this movement. I don't really understand this.
Oh. Mhm.
Like,
I mean,
why? Really?
probably. You
He
know,
couldn't have made it somewhere here? Like,
but
come on.
actually, I think this is a pretty good idea because you get only like two things from here, and your swine farm is gonna be next the source of corn. So it's like they bring for the corn and they take out two resources out. So out, yeah. So it's probably preferable to have swine farm next to two farms and not
Hmm.
next to whatever buildings need stuff from the swine farm. So butcher and tannery.
Like, also, there's one thing. I'm not a fan of making the. I don't know how to say it properly as well. The plan for a building. Like, um, it looks
Mhm.
already the Russian are going for pretty strong late game. I think so. Because his base is looking already big and widespread. So in
Mhm.
like 40 minutes, he should have at least like 10 farms. So
Mhm. That's
if they won't
possible.
screw up, or if they won't screw up the peacetime,
Mhm.
they should be pretty nice
Afterwards.
during the late
Mhm.
game. So I'm kinda waiting for the late game then. I
Uh,
hope there will be some late game, but not very late game. Especially on Eruption, it's quite likely to happen.
Yeah, but last time I streamed Destiny and Rakieta playing on
Hey, wake up.
Eruption, the very same locations they played in the 3 hour tournament game.
Hmm.
They played a few years ago, and I was like, okay, this game is gonna take like 3 hours probably. And then Rakieta just stunned, and it was GG for him.
I need to point something. Extremely fast iron.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely fast, especially on this location. This,
Yeah.
if it will, if it works till the peacetime, you should have something around 37, 38 swordsmen
Mm-hmm.
with
I
this.
agree.
Oh, this is this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But both every player is looking kind of strong. But sorry, rewinding. Ball is kind of has a bit of delay in his iron production,
Yeah.
but at least he's going for 5 farms strong right now.
Mm-hmm.
So looks like he's going for some pretty heavy leather jackets gaming. So maybe he's not just uh, into the iron production. So okay, let it be.
Mm.
As long as it works, it's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. Ah, but it depends what happens in the game, and sometimes it pays off to play for the uh, for a spam base, and sometimes it
Yeah, and,
doesn't.
and look at Baldi's base. He has no trees here to
Mm-hmm.
cut, and this one wood cutter from here saved his ass pretty nicely.
Yeah, like we mentioned at the start,
Yeah.
it's it's kind of problematic location when it comes to wood production because you can have some problems at some point, and yeah, it's really nice to make planting woodcutter in one of those spots like right away.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
But he has only 4 woodcut. No, he has 5. But it seems like Astad has 4 woodcutters, and that's pretty bad. No, wait.
What? Who has 4
He
woodcutters?
has 5, but it showed me like 4, so maybe this one was just built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he destroyed that one, by the way.
But like, this is maybe not a bad idea to place
Mm-hmm.
the woodcutter, but still,
Yeah.
I would I would like to see it more somewhere around here. Just move it like few tiles to the left, make some
Mm-hmm.
space for maybe some another sawmill here, if he likes to have here.
Yeah, but like this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually, I can agree
so like
with
somewhere
that.
here.
But I think he might make a few more buildings there as well,
Mhm, mhm.
and probably
Yeah.
the barracks somewhere here, something like this. I mean, it's a
As
kind of bad
as
position for
as
barracks, but
as good as I can. Uh, mm, Jesus.
I have no
As I
idea what
could
you just
remi-
said.
as I can remind myself,
Mm-hmm.
his barracks should be somewhere here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes most sense, I guess, on
So
this log.
yeah, that makes sense. But
But
still,
actually, it's kinda okay on this side maybe, cause
mm,
the main attack will likely go from here. I don't expect them to go from the bridge, like they take the long way. So you have this mountain protecting you if the barracks are there, and if not, then oh well, you just go like here.
and what's funny about his base? He has he has stored 13 stones in his warehouse
Yeah, with only
with
four
only 4
stonemasons. Yeah,
masons. Yeah, this
yeah.
is kind of funny.
Yeah, like I said,
But
it seems like his shortage was only temporary because he was making a lot of roads at that time, and he still could wait a bit after he made the inn before making the fifth stonemason. I'm actually curious if he's gonna do that because right now he's got all the roads he needs.
mm,
I think sometimes it might be like if you build many roads at the start when you don't need so much stone, and 4 stonemasons is actually quite a lot, then maybe you don't need the fifth one later on, because fifth one is probably mainly needed because you have to catch up with your mistakes, like with being too slow building your base.
hmm
So maybe that's how it works, but it's I don't know. It's just something I thought about right now. Mm, but yeah. Anyway, there's 27 minutes. Let's take a look at all the bases again. Baldy with 2 piggies and kinda working iron production. No third mine yet. Holodziets with mm, most of the iron made. Only need the weaponsmithy. And 2 piggies as well. Trying to make stables right now. Actually, Baldy also has stables, by the way. I didn't notice that. And it seems to be working since short time, but it's okay. Tomix going for 3 swine farms right away, and next will be stables probably. 4 farms on, I mean 5 farms, but 4 are working since a while. Making one more farm and then one more here. I think he shouldn't be worried about his food amount. I don't know if he's gonna have a lot of horses though. But let's take a look at Ashtar and hmm, I can see he's making the third swine farm as well.
yeah,
Doesn't seem like the top team is going for a lot of horses, which is something new in this stage of
especially
tournament.
on eruption,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
such a big
interesting.
map.
But there's a reason for that perhaps. I have a feeling that Baldy and Holodziec can be going for a lot of pikes, and let me see if that's correct. Not for now, at least. But I imagined. Okay, it doesn't seem like I was right. So I don't know.
Well, Baldy has already 1 horse produced.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
if it will goes like this, he should have some nice amount of horses.
Yeah, I still think his stables were like the third building using corn. But I guess he will need some extra food for
Hmm.
his base because of that. Hmm.
Ah, yes. He could have done it earlier, actually. I think it's supposed to be placed for a stable, so that's why he's placing it right to the tree.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a farm there, I guess.
Hmm. Yeah, probably.
So going for 8 farms. Okay, what can we predict about the farm amounts? It seems like Tomek is going for 6, 7 at the moment. I don't think he's gonna make many more. Maybe one more hill, so maybe going for 8, but I can't be sure right now. But it would make sense to make a farm there, maybe. There's still plenty of space on the right side to make additional buildings, uh, which will require. Uh, sorry, I mean additional buildings for weapon production, for example. They can be made
Hmm.
on the right side of that road.
Yes, yes.
And the bottom team right now, Holodziec has 6 farms, and I would say I have no idea where he can make some additional ones. Maybe one here. Hmm. Well, that's a pretty interesting spot for a farm. Yeah, but it doesn't seem like he can go for more than 8, in my opinion. Unless he tries something on the right side, but it doesn't seem like he's doing that. And as for Baldy, there might be possibility to make more actually, but right now he's got 6, making at least 2 more. I think he's going for like 9 farms.
Yeah, when I'm looking at the farms of Dell, I, I just reminded myself the known phrase improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Exactly. And that's
Really.
a very big improvisation right here.
Yeah. Well, but this location is quite kind of complicated if it comes to placing farms. And if he likes to have more than 8 farms, he needs to really. This is kind. Well, this is kind of tough to do,
Yeah.
but maybe he will somehow overcome.
Wondering if it's the fact that Holodziec can't build, or just the base is a bit. I mean, the lock is a bit too small. But I think it's the latter. Like you kind of have to plant the trees here,
Hmm.
and he took. I mean, he managed the space pretty well here. Oh, nice traffic jam by the way, but. Hmm. Ah, he
Just
just made.
temporary, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it's because he made the barracks.
Ah,
Interesting
yeah.
though that he blocked the iron armors in the barracks, so maybe it's some kind of a way to. Uh,
What?
yeah, look here.
Nice. Yeah.
He might be trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
get less serfs going on there. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what he's trying to do. Interesting idea, by the way, but a bit risky, I guess. $20. I think I don't know about you, but I have a feeling that most of the bases are pretty good here.
Yeah, that's true.
Last few games, except for the first one, maybe I had a feeling that people are playing well below their expectations
Hmm.
that I had for them. And right now today, I can see everyone's gonna have a pretty nice spam. Uh,
Especially after he look at his warehouse.
Holy shit! Yeah, indeed. That's a really nice iron. He's probably gonna have like 10 pikes at peacetime and 30 swordmen. Pretty
Yeah.
massive. But yeah, who would have thought? I mean, on paper, this is the weakest pair of the tournament phase, because in other pairs we had like, let me take a look, because my memory doesn't serve me well. We had Kunganes versus Mexi, coaches 12, Hady Bami versus Desti Rakieta, and these are all very good players who can spam quite nicely, maybe except the Russians who don't spam that much, but yeah, there were never really too many amazing builds so far, maybe one or two. We still have to see Bullet Jack versus Hargon Lexus, and I've got a feeling that uh, that Bullet is going to have a pretty nice build, and
Hmm.
Hargon as well, and that's at
I'm
least.
yeah. Like I'm very interested about the Czech guys
Mm-hmm.
because they are old schoolers and they had some I think break
Yeah,
from KaM.
exactly. It's I don't think anyone expected them to do that good.
Hmm.
People definitely expected them to do good because they were pretty good back then, but uh, I don't think anyone thought that they're gonna be like the main pretenders for the title. And I believe
Hmm.
right now, I would say their chances look the best after 2 games. Uh, Unless Maxi and coaches stop them, but yeah, I'd probably say that's the team I believe in the most. Anyway, seems like Astad finally took everything out of his storehouse. It took a while.
Hmm. His leather production is doing fine as well. So really, if it will goes like this for till the end of peacetime, this will be monster army.
Mm. But I've got a
50
feeling,
leather at least.
yeah, I've got a feeling Holojets's iron looks a bit better, but maybe I'll just wait until they bring all the stuff to the barracks
Hmm.
for Astad.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably going to be better or pretty similar.
Oh, if only they had more horses on top, really.
Mm-hmm.
At least like 7, 8 horses from player, It's
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the minimum for the eruption, because you need to be kind of quite mobile if it comes to moving around the map, especially on eruption. But well, they are planning, I think, just to outspam them with the leather
Mm-hmm.
production. I
Mm.
suppose.
You know, it seems to me like 3 players in this game have pretty similar iron weapons right now. Maybe
Hmm.
Astar just a little bit better, but Holodzets is almost the same, and yeah, actually, I think it's the same with him and Tomix and Astar. The only guy who seems to have a bit later production is Poldy, but not exactly, because he actually has all the swords that he needs. So his tempo of producing the units here is going to be more steady. That's why he has less shields and armors than the others. Oh, that's
Maybe
um,
if I can't, if I count well, he's going for 12 farms.
yeah.
So this
Seems
is
like he decided that it's better to have farms which work as half a farm than no farms.
yeah.
But still, there's like enough space here for one farm.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
with here for 2 farms, and he can also take something from there. It might kinda work. It's probably better to have it than not. You know, when somebody goes to feed himself, then the other guy can continue on the work. It's like some kind of rotation of the work here. It's pretty interesting concept, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, just look at
Also,
his
yeah.
base. It's a total
Mhm.
pre-built.
I think everyone uh, game has prepared some pre-build.
Yeah,
Well, this
definitely.
is tournament,
Exactly.
so
Yeah, nobody should be surprised.
yeah.
There's 11 minutes till peacetime, and Baldy already has 18 jackets. That's a pretty insane amount. I think he's gonna have 50 or 60 leather on peacetime at least, and seeing his farms, I'd say that he'll never have enough wood for this.
Mhm.
Although he's trying, I mean, he has 8 woodcutters and maybe 1 or 2 more could be nice too. As for the wood production, I think he could make like 1 more sawmill and weapon workshop then. But okay, let's take a look at the others. Holodz, yeah, it's also pretty nice leather, 22 already, but only 7 farms. And doesn't seem like he's as ambitious as Baldy.
Well, he
Uh,
can't even be so ambitious.
yeah, but it
He has
seems,
no
yeah,
place to make
like seems
farms.
like the best player so far when it comes to the leather production is Tomix with 30 jackets. But
Yes.
I think Bolt might overtake him by the time of peace. Actually, I'm not sure because Tomix has like 8 farms already. Same with Astar. Okay, but farms are one thing. The other thing is how much wood do they have? 7 woodcutters for Astar. Also 7 for Tomix. I've got my doubts about Tomix's woodcutters though because the placement is kinda horrible.
Mhm.
You can see these 4 woodcutters here. Like one of them is probably not exactly necessary. These ones are okay, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one, what the fuck? Like, it should be here, for example. I mean, of course, commenting on what happens right now is kinda bad because he needed that woodcutter earlier, and
Mhm.
when he planned to make more buildings here, then maybe he shouldn't have made this wine farm there or something like this. But it's all not too important, I guess.
I like this shortcut,
But look, his
but I don't know what for.
mm,
Really, maybe
yeah,
one more.
for this one, it might be okay. And especially for this building, it also might help.
I think he could have done some roads like this. And he's not using the
Mm-hmm.
shortcuts for roads. Like he doesn't
Yeah,
need
indeed,
this and
indeed.
this.
Yeah, in that case I don't really get it. Yeah, he should be making the one
Mhm.
here.
Well, we have 7
Mm-hmm.
minutes and they already have
Look, he just
nice
made it.
spam.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Whoa.
Like
Just look at the amount
the
from Tomix.
the telepathy between me, Tomix, and Dell is well out of this world.
Yeah, but you can
Really.
also see Baldy is catching up very nicely, but I
Mhm.
think there might be a big problem for all the players, maybe except Tomix, when it comes to the wooden weapons. But
Yes.
Tomix's
Mhm.
base isn't working that good regarding wood as well, I think. I mean, not good enough to take everything out on peacetime. It's good, but not good enough for this amount of leather. Interesting.
Yeah, as you said, earlier about the iron production from Astar. He is already at he has already 25
Mm-hmm.
shields and
Okay.
30 armor. So this will be something around
Mm-hmm.
10 pikes, I think pikemen, and 30 swordsmen, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. By the way, it's a pretty interesting moment to switch your internet connection after a lag, don't you think? Yeah. I wouldn't ever think about Tomix and Astar to try something strange, you know, but like these are the last people to do that probably. So I think
Yeah.
it's okay. And besides, I can also check if he gets dropped on TeamSpeak.
Well,
And he
unfortunately,
doesn't.
guys, we can't say hello live to you because we have some pretty nice delay
Yeah,
on our stream. So, well, hi,
yeah,
better
yeah,
late than never.
exactly. That's why I wrote hello to everyone instead of saying. I mean, I also said hello, but whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Casado, I've heard something about the ongoing tournament.
Uh,
Can you maybe
this
say
one,
something?
this tournament,
No,
right?
I mean, sorry, upcoming.
Upcoming. I have no idea what you're talking about. But
Okay.
there are some rumors, yes. There are some rumors that
All
Sado
right.
might organize a tournament with Tomix Langer
With the prize pool.
with the prize pool. Okay, that's definitely some rumors I didn't hear about. Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, we've got some plans with Polish community to make another tournament soon. For now, I can say that it's going to be 3 versus 3 tournament, and that's all the details you're gonna get for now, I guess. Uh, but yeah, if you have some ideas or if you want us to remember about something to put in rules, like if you want, for example, to limit the towers to one per player, we're open for all ideas,
Yes.
even such stupid ideas. So feel free to
Every idea
contact.
is needed,
Exactly.
so feel free to
Yeah.
help us
Yeah, so
some
watch
way.
this space, and if you want to play in a Knights Merchants tournament and you missed this one, then don't worry because, like I said, we'll probably give you some more info by the usual channels, which
Mhm.
means the forums, Discord, the Facebook Knights Merchants World page, and KaM Remake Europe group, and obviously on TeamSpeak. So we'll try to get more details in the upcoming week. So next time we can commentate some games, you'll probably hear a bit more about it. And I think it's a good time to say something about what happens in the barracks. So let's take a quick look, starting with Tomix. 6 horses, 40 iron. He's gonna take it all? Nope. He needs like 10 more swords, but it's
Mhm.
otherwise not too bad. Pretty insane ladder. He's gonna make like 37 troops right now, so there's still 2 minutes, so he might actually take out 40 something. That's not bad. I really like this.
Mhm.
Holodziec, 7 horses, pretty similar to what Tomix had, but he's not making any pikes. But it's a similar amount, especially when Tomix is lacking a few swords.
Mhm.
So for peacetime should be pretty similar. Ashtar, 29 swords, yeah, and a few pikes. 45 leather, which is nice, but wood production is pretty okay, because he's got right now 42 leather that he can produce, so he needs like 4 more weapons,
Mhm.
so he'll catch up in no time. And finally Baldy with 11 horses. And Ashtar had 3 horses, right? 4, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
4.
So Baldy with pretty nice horses, 11. 46 leather, but not a lot of wooden weapons. And classic 30 for the iron troops. So
Well,
seems like the left
like
side has a lot
Tomix,
of horses.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Look, it looks like it's predicted a little bit the amount of horses from them. He
But
has made
it's
15 pikes.
yeah, yeah, but it's not that big of a problem. Maybe I mean, the left side has more horses. They have like 21, when the right has 12.
Hmm.
Uh, but they still have some, and they
Well,
seem to
but
have a better
they
spam thanks to that.
they look so
Oh,
fucking great according to the armies.
yeah. Okay, so now the
So it's
proper
like,
break. Yeah.
yeah, something like 80 from Astar, 7. I don't know about the recruits from Tomix, but it will be something at
Mhm.
about 70. But
Mhm.
he has made 70, no, 70 or 60, 60, I suppose, leather jackets. So that's pretty nice. And I don't know about the bottom. Bottom something about 70 something from Dell, and Bolt
Mhm.
was also about something like 70. But Baldy has pretty nice base for a late game. So if they will somehow um, try to longer the game, they
Mhm.
should be probably in the advantage
Mhm.
later on. But well, everything actually should turn out in around like 5, 10 minutes
Mhm.
after the peacetime, because both teams got nice, insane armies. So yeah, ready for action.
By the way, you can't see this, but I'm eating an apple right now because I found that during the peacetime break some kind of activity has to happen, and I'm pretty sure that some of my fans will want to see me eat an apple live. So that's why I did it. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm saying that because I'm expecting someone will write something stupid on the chat about it. So yeah. Seems like Astad is very
Complaining.
yeah, he's very satisfied with his current ISP. Um, if you guys live in the area where you can take the internet from these guys, don't. Unless you don't care about having very bad ping in Nicer Merchants or any games in general. Mm.
So I suppose we should translate what Tomix said.
Okay, go for it.
I've played without pre. Cheers, brother.
Yeah.
For sure. 100%.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so let's go.
That's a really delicious apple.
What?
But I'm eating an apple.
Uh-huh. And you're not sharing with me. Like,
How
why?
could I do this? We're not supposed
Normally,
to
like
go
send me
out,
through the email. Come on.
Uh-huh.
We are living in 21st century.
Yeah, but we still didn't achieve teleportation. Sorry.
What? I've got one. Uh, teleportation
Device.
device.
I believe in
Platform.
Star Trek they called it transporter, but yeah,
Oh yeah, I've got one. I've got one.
of course. I believe you. Just like Tomix has no pre-built.
Ah yeah, well that's 100%. Like Jeez.
Yeah,
Comics
just look at this
pre-builds.
base.
Two of
Obviously,
them.
well, he was obviously trolling, but in case anyone has some doubts, let's take one more look at Tomix's base before we see how people are scouting here. It seems like someone's gonna. Okay, I thought he's gonna lose these ones, but he noticed in time. Someone breaking through here, but it seems like they want him to go here.
They won't
Mm,
catch him.
yeah,
Ay, ay, ay,
too smart.
caramba. Dell is
Seems
going
like
to
somebody
scout
else is scouting.
freely the
Yeah.
right side. So this is
Mm-hmm.
kinda... Comics should have seen this coming.
There are other issues the bottom team has right now. Yeah, but they noticed him
Ah.
and probably will kill him. Or maybe not. Oh, caught.
And
Damn it.
they... Come on, really? Really?
He also
No.
lost a horse here.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Baldy's base is sicko mode, I would say.
Whoa.
2 stables, 4 swines.
Mm-hmm.
This will be massive. Massive production.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the armies right now, how they look like, because I don't think Baldy suffered that much because of his base being so big. So I think it was a pretty nice decision, especially on this map, because
Yes.
it doesn't. I mean, it pays off to make a very big base here, I believe.
Like,
But
why,
really,
if he goes for such a big base, 11 farms, this is a
yeah,
lot of, really.
yeah,
And he still goes only for 4 sawmills
three
and 8
butchers. What the
woodcutters.
fuck?
Yeah,
I mean,
this
it's
is
not necessary right now, I believe, but
maybe some kind of
maybe.
trade is coming. This will be nice.
No,
Trading,
but
for
I
example,
mean,
some
oh yeah, here.
some piggies. Why not? Especially for horses, maybe later on. Many horses would really pay off.
Tomix didn't get out of his barracks, it seems.
And what about scouting? Do they see themselves? Uh, well, they see almost everything from the guys from the bottom, but okay,
Hmm.
there. Yes.
I believe
I
it's
don't
yeah.
like the one thing about this map. This every battle is happening in the middle,
Hmm.
and this middle should be a little bit widened because this the advantage is on the side of the team from the top in that matter.
Hmm.
So please, guys, do the fix for this. Thank you.
Mm, I've been talking about this with someone recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe it's not that easy. Like, mm, if you, for example, delete this mountain,
Mm-hmm.
the players will just move like here.
I mean, no, I mean like widen, like go with this to the right side a little bit. Maybe
Actually, you're
maybe
right.
not
Yeah,
remove this, but cut in half, maybe
maybe
something like
remove
this.
this. I would probably move this
Well,
or
maybe,
move it
yeah.
somewhere else. And that would probably fix a lot of things on this map.
Yeah, like if they want to attack from the bottom, look how hard it is, really. Like they are just standing and waiting. Nothing will happen.
Hmm.
Only if they will do some shit on the from the bottom. But this is looking quite. No, no, okay, no, never mind, never mind. I wanted to say this looking strong, but I just spotted this group and I was like, no. Okay, Baldy, quite nice planned, well planned, I would say. He's getting rid of his builders, so they won't consume his sausages.
By the way, 74 serves for Baldi's base. I didn't expect
Mm-hmm.
that
And
few.
it's working.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, for such a base, I would say 80 is the minimum.
yeah, I would say so as well.
And what? Oh Jesus! I don't really. I understand some things, but this I don't fucking get it. Like, why?
Seems
Why?
like,
He
yeah.
couldn't made it here? What?
Maybe it's just for blocking, and
It's like a
trading is
barracks, like a
second.
barracks here.
Anyway,
Jesus.
I noticed that Baldi keeps losing horses here
Mm-hmm.
for free. Not really paying
Oh.
attention, and in the meantime, Olodziec is attacking on the
Well,
bottom.
he's
Maybe
doing some pretty.
it seems dumb, yeah.
Um, well, yeah.
Or maybe, hmm.
I would say Russian style a bit.
Yeah. After
Just go.
Rakieta showed
And this
us,
is
yeah, there's a
terrible.
catch.
This is terrible, I would
What the hell
say.
is happening here? Oh,
Okay.
seems like the Russians playing with pink color don't have the best luck for catches in this tournament.
So, my
Yeah.
experience says GG easy.
Mm, there's still plenty here, and there's only Paper Millie on the right side. Some nice ones going from the left. I
No,
think
Tommy's
it
got
depends.
advantage like hell here. Or maybe not.
No, just wait a little.
But look at his spikes. They should
But
go on
he's
the
not
balls.
shooting properly, maybe. I don't
Eh.
know.
But look at this. This is total rape.
But look, there's still some troops here. Oh, yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is
Ashtad is doing a very nice job here.
look, he will just take his swordsman from the top and just destroy them.
Nope. But yeah, kinda.
Okay, he likes to rush. But
Some
you know, he
reinforcements
has
from
some
here.
yeah. No, this is easily one game.
Yeah,
And you see it's like
this will be
come
even,
on.
but then there will still be some troops from Astad.
He has so much melee left.
Oh,
And
Tomix actually
like
won. Yeah, even
yeah,
better for them.
as I said.
I
Like
expected him to lose all. I mean, he'll still lose all troops probably because they are still shooting. Yeah,
and
yeah,
this is
exactly.
GG. Like I oh my god. Why? Like the base from Baldy is such a fucking monster.
Mhm.
In like 15 minutes, he would just outspam like twice. Really. And still they
Yeah,
fight. The
yeah,
movement from Dell is like
yeah. I
it's the
can't.
least thing
I can't even say anything nice about the Polish team because they really didn't have a chance to prove themselves to show they can fight.
like they
Boldy
did
and
nothing. They
Holodziec.
just stood.
Oh,
Stood and did nothing.
yeah, they
Like
just
they
waited
just
for
yeah.
Holodziec to make a critical mistake. It was very very bad. I can
No,
see
I
Boldy being pissed right now about
oh
his
for
teammate.
sure, for sure.
Uh,
Like and this is the experience. Even though you are hell of a fucking good builder
mhm.
and got spam, one unfortunate click and you were just smashed. And this is what happens.
Yeah.
They outnumbered them right now.
Still, I wouldn't
And
rule
Baldy
out.
still is losing horses for free. Or maybe
Mhm.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, he lost in horse. Like
But I wouldn't rule out Baldy and Holodziec having a chance still because. No, not anymore. Look at this.
oh
Did you see
yeah.
this catch?
Oh, oh
He
no.
didn't even try to escape.
He was
This
like,
is
okay, let's just end it.
this is like complete bullshit to me. I just have no words I can explain how Holodziec is fighting today.
If I could, I would just swear in Polish all the time right now.
But please don't.
Yeah, I won't. I'm the
But I can understand
no,
the
I won't.
sentiment. Yeah, Baldy kinda kills himself
Oh
as well.
Jesus. Yeah, well, like every unit counts. When both teams got nice spam, every unit counts. It's the same almost like Warcraft 3, really. But the micro with the units from Warcraft 3 is, let's say, limited to maybe 20 units or something. But in KaM, like you need to micro with the groups of
Yeah.
units. And one shitty move and you are done.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the ideal representation of such a critical moves.
Yeah. Still, you know what? Holozet still has a
Baldi,
lot,
no, this is
and
GG.
he has way more bows right now. So he may try to shoot down Tomix if he's clever, but
They can get here as well.
after what he's shown today, I don't think he's clever enough for this. Sorry, like very bad performance from the left team, and it
Look the
hurts me to even see this.
and you know what you said about the gold from the
Mm?
Ashtar?
Yeah,
He's
Astar,
suffering a
whatever.
little bit, I would say. He can produce
Uh
20
huh.
units.
Indeed, that might be a problem. And seems
And
like Bolt is not doing
hey,
that
well,
bad.
wait a minute. He
Yeah,
should be able to.
yeah, that's how you pay for not having some unit to stop the horses, I guess. Pretty
No, I
nice.
think no. I guess this is just the Tomix. Like they
Mm.
should just rush Baldi right now because
Mhm.
they got just only bows. If they only have only bows, some horses, some melee, one rush, and no bows. So the one thing, and yeah, this is eruption. Eruption mode on, and Baldi is going to spam right now.
Mhm.
So the team from the top is doing the most dumb shit, I would say.
Mhm. I can agree with that.
Like if you see you clearly win, just go push one base, destroy one player, even though you're gonna lose everything, destroy one player. You will somehow you will
Hmm.
manage to if you have spam, if you have good working base, and Ashtar don't because Ashtar doesn't because he has some famine as fuck.
Yeah, and not to mention what we saw earlier.
Yes,
Seems like it's not even the
and
placement. It's like it
yes,
depleted.
he's like not even rebuilding.
Mhm.
And this is the problem. And
Yeah.
look at this. He has some balls to produce, ready to be produced, and still he can't do shit. And
Yeah.
Baldi is doing job with his 11 farms right now, and they are, I don't know, doing some sicko movement, trying to push. I think Baldi's from top, I suppose, but they won't because
mhm.
they have nothing to push with right now.
Yeah.
They have only bows,
I
and
think
Baldi is on two stables.
I think the Polish guys just killed themselves with
Yes.
no maneuvers right now.
Hmm.
I mean, they're waiting for some reinforcements, but how can Astad not notice his problem with gold? Just look at the barracks, that's enough. Oh well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate watching games like this. Like one team is clearly winning and they are losing for their, I don't know. Just I have no explanation for this actually.
Mm-hmm. Uh, seems like they're copying Mexican coach's maneuver.
Hmm. They are just losing on their own request, I would say. Like, look.
I mean, it's probably maybe it's not the bad idea because it doesn't seem like Holozets is standing like here where he could make some impact.
And I have to say something right now, but this is some lack. I say lack of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Tomix is pushing alone
Mm-hmm.
the towers,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Ashtar is somewhere behind. He's struggling to produce some units because of the gold. I think he's trading shields for coal
What?
Ah, he's out of coal right now, and he needs to rebuild coal right now. So his
Nice.
iron stops,
Mm-hmm.
and where the fun? This is where the fun begins right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah.
Moldy is in his, I would say, prime in this game. He's producing on double stables. He has 4 horses to produce from barracks. In total, they have, I think, 2, 3, 5. They have in total 8 horses right now, whereas Tomix and Ashtar they have only one horse, and still they try to push them off inside their base
Hmm. I mean, it's easier for
without
the
any
attacking
vision.
guys right now because they can just walk in here and shoot. And
But
these guys don't have
they have no
anywhere to go
vision.
back to.
Well, they have no clear vision. If they knew they had vision like something like this,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. They can push, they can do something, it's nice. But they have no vision.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, you know, just they think like, okay, we won, so
Huh.
uh, they should have nothing, and blah blah
Mm,
blah blah.
actually, I don't think you're right, because they saw how many troops Holodziec had, so they expect how much bows he can have. He can have right now. So they're just slowly pushing. It's not a bad idea. It's
Del is
kinda
adding
retarded
some
that
buildings.
they didn't manage to kill the serfs, so
Hmm.
they killed a few units from the tower, but it's probably more of tough luck
And
because they did what they
okay.
should.
I just wanted to say Baldi have blocked his delivery of stone to there to
Look at
his.
this.
Oh
Yeah,
Jesus! And yeah,
that's exactly what I was talking about. There's no way they can go back, and
like they
they're
have no
going to have a
place to
problem now.
maneuver anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Some yeah, well yeah, that's true. But still, there's no explanation
Shoot, shoot, shoot,
for
shoot, shoot, shoot! Come
this.
on, come on, come on! Ah, okay, that can work as well. Yeah,
Okay, they are losing. Like, Jesus, no words for this game.
yeah, pretty interesting what happens here right now, but this is also. Hmm. Hmm.
Like, it's time to go AFK, I suppose.
No, I mean, I guess that Baldy's base is not going to work that well right now. So these guys kind of attacking Russian style. You could see Destiny Raketa attacking in this way in the
Mm,
previous round
yeah.
uh, on David and Thunder.
Cheeky horse. I like it. Some statistics going to be improved a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Well, it looks like they are in pretty deep shit right now
Mm-hmm.
because Tomix is. Tomix looks like he went uh, for some free shooting here.
Yeah, his kills are gonna be massive.
Mm-hmm. Like he's doing
Okay,
nothing.
seems
Just
like they're going
okay.
out.
They're moving.
See,
They're
I'd say this is like
moving.
the last stand of that team.
And Tomix is
And this is deep shit for Tomix, I think, or maybe not.
okay.
It's
No,
okay. Yeah.
it's under control.
Exactly.
Still, it's under control.
Yeah. I gotta admit, in this
Oh
fight,
Jesus!
I like what the Polish guys are doing. Though
And
they're
the
not
catch.
taking unnecessary risks.
But no. But look at this. Like maybe now the position of both from Dell is terrible right now. He can't even position them well
Yeah.
because of the buildings. Like Baldi. Uh, well, Baldi won't destroy his buildings
I
because
think.
he won't produce any weapon. Okay, yeah, they
Okay.
are out spamming them right now because of
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
reinforcements coming. So this looks GG, but this
Indeed.
should be GG like 10 minutes ago already.
Mm, you know, I'm not sure because this is eruption. It's not. I mean, okay, they probably should have tried to advance here, and that would be
Hmm.
easier. But
Yes.
going to the left was the safe option because you can see a lot more, and you get the advantage because you don't allow this guy to go like here with his reinforcements, and you know, you're fighting on this front. You have only one front, and when entering here, you have to worry about both and from left and Holojets from the bottom. So it's way easier for the defenders then. So I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a pretty good maneuver to go to that top entrance. Especially that players usually don't make towers there. Not in this case, I guess, but it doesn't seem like it helped a lot to Baldy.
Mm-hmm. Well, but both sides managed to fight, to move just a little bit at least. But
Okay, they're trying to destroy the barracks. I don't think it's a time to do this. But I mean, I would just destroy his base and make a nice
mm-hmm.
position.
Yes, yes.
That's probably the best I would do. Or just maybe like kill these guys going in here as well.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Look at this. Ah, it's like I don't give a shit about you. I need to
Yeah,
plant my train.
exactly. That's my job.
Okay, now I'm going home. Sorry, guys, move your ass.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a nice dedication to his job from the woodcutter here.
yeah. Cheers for the woodcutter. Congrats,
Yep.
man.
Especially for not getting killed along the way. And I was sure that will happen.
Okay,
Okay, Baldy has no barracks.
now go
Uh,
for the schools,
ah,
and this is
maybe.
the end. Well,
Yeah.
this is already the end, but okay.
I mean, I've seen games where you can still win 2 versus 1. I even played one game in a tournament like
Okay,
this,
this is
but
GG.
it's not that time. Okay, so
It's
let's
GG.
see. Let's see Tomic's skills. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was to be
Tomic's the
expected.
MVP. Now he will boast about his uh,
Yeah,
kills in this game.
yeah, for at least a week.
Yeah,
But
or a month.
I guess it's well earned because what they did later was
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. I mean, it wasn't something spectacular, but that's because Bodhi and Holodets showed their totally, completely their words today.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Holodets. I have no excuses for the guy here. Of course, pretty nice base, but what he did in the fights, like two critical mistakes. Catching with the knights and then losing a lot of melee in the second fight on the bottom of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I would say that this lost the game for the left team. Especially that Baldy had a pretty nice base for late game, and it all they had to do was just to wait to get attacked, to camp, and I have no idea why they didn't do that.
If I were to sum up this game, I would say organized shit.
Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
Uh, like the 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 Polish, the Poles actually were controlling the game,
Mhm.
but there was a moment like this was without any control. But then suddenly looks like they got it under control. Russians look like they will have a nice outspam, but still Ashtar is sending some more reinforcements than Baldi. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Just look at the chat, army chat. I mean, it seems like in every moment of the game, especially after the first fight,
Hmm.
it was very even what happened there.
Hmm. Yes, yes. It was just only up to Tomix and Dell, I would say, according to the charts on only.
Mhm.
Like because after the 1 hour and 10 minutes, it was only just Tomix and Dell. And still, the movement from Tomix was actually well. It
Yeah.
was good. It
Yeah. He
was a good
just.
choice to go to the top of the
Mhm.
Baldi's base. So congrats for that. And well, what I can say more? They won. Only this matters. The
Exactly.
tournament.
Yeah, I can see the charts for the bases don't differ that much. A bit better iron armors from Tomix, but I guess the iron production was pretty similar for most, except for the body. Horse is the best for body. Skins a bit worse for Holodziec. Okay, I guess that's it. So we've got Tomix and Ashtar. I don't know why I'm trying to pronounce Astad in some strange ways. But anyway, I guess now that they won, I can change the score, and whoops, we can see that the next opponents in the semi-finals are going to be Hardy and Bami. Didn't update on the site for whatever reason. Let's try one more time. Yep. And we're still waiting for the second pair, where Mexican team and Coaches 12 will play against the winner from the last quarterfinal, which is Bullet Jack versus Hargon Lexus. I'm not sure if I will be able to show this game actually, because I'm afraid I might not have time in the week, but I will try if it's played a bit later. And maybe I'll try to find someone who can stream this. Maybe Firko, maybe someone else.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We will see. We'll see.
Yeah, but
Well, for sure we will stream the grand final.
yeah, and semifinals.
Yes.
Definitely. So yeah, that's it. And I'm guessing I can invite you to see the semifinals next weekend. At least one of them, Hadi Bami versus Tomix Asta. I think they're gonna play it at the next weekend. And I'm not sure what happens in the second pair because we still don't know the opponent there, and it seems like there's some problem with Bullet and Jackie and organizing games against them.
Hmm.
So I guess that might take a while, but whatever. We'll just wait and see what happens, I guess. Okay, so that's it. Thanks to you, Filko, for being here.
Thank you. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, same here. And we'll be back someday to stream the semifinals and finals. See you guys.
Ciao.